garbage day. Happy Halloween, everyone! It's Nick with Braindead, and in this video, we'll be recapping the events of Terrifier, one of the most sick, depraved, disgusting, at times downright unwatchable movies of all time. I like it. So it should go without saying that this video is going to be heavily censored. If you've seen Terrifier or just really know anything about it, you know exactly why. However, what I do need to tell you is that every video from now on will be censored when it comes to gore, at least. I won't be censoring any of the swearing just because I don't really feel like I swear all that much on this channel anyway, so there would really be no point. And as much as I really don't want to do that, it comes with good news, which is that I finally got accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, which means I'm monetized, you guys. Well, I'm like half monetized. I still need to get to 1,000 subs before I can get ads on my channel, but I have unlocked all of the community support stuff like super chats, super thanks, and memberships. All the stuff that you guys can pay for. Of course, you don't give me a single penny if you're not financially stable yourself. That is rule number one. I shouldn't have to say that, but you know, just in case. But if you are gonna give me anything above like $1, I suggest going to my brand new Patreon that I made. I have a Patreon now. It's almost like I'm a real YouTuber. I only have one tier at the moment, which is a $2 one where you'll get uncensored videos, which, I mean, I'm covering Terrifier. It seemed pretty ideal. Anyway, enough shilling on my part. Just thank you guys so much for supporting me thus far. Your continued support in the future. It really does mean a lot to me. I can't thank you enough, seriously. And with that, why don't I give you what you actually came here for, and let's get into Terrifier. The movie opens with our new favorite clown villain watching some late night TV.
Your jeans feel so good against my jeans.
Nah, but for real. He was watching talk show host Monica Brown interview one of his victims that got away. That victim, who remains nameless for the time being, also remains faceless for, ever. She claims that she saw Art the Clown die the night he did this to her, something that a very much alive Art the Clown strongly disagrees with. As he gears up for a night on the town, Monica is attacked backstage by her interviewee, who overheard Monica talking shit to her husband.
Babe, do me a favor. If I ever look like that, promise me you'll put me out of my misery.
And I'll just spoil this right now. It's confirmed in the second Terrifier that Monica survived this attack, so yeah. Maybe be nice to people. We cut to two friends walking to their car after a Halloween party, the one called Dawn way too drunk to drive. However, the one called Tara realizes she's also a little too tipsy to pilot a vehicle. As they talk about going to get some food to soak up the booze, Artie Boy manifests from the shadows.
Hey, handsome!
What?
That's when Art pulls a Batman, disappearing on the two. They walk to a nearby pizza place where, while waiting on their order, Tara's social media / selfie addiction drains her phone battery. Just as Art walks in. Great. He creepily stares, smiles, picks and smiles and stares, right up until he creepily grabs a quarter off of a table to buy Tara a toy ring so he can creepily propose to her. He then scurries off to the bathroom to take care of business. The girl's order arrives, but before they can begin their meal, the owner of the pizza place throws Art out with prejudice. We come to find out later that this was because Art somehow covered their entire bathroom in feces, even writing his own name on the wall with it. And as the cook, yes, the cook, cleans it up,
Real fucking sanitary.
he yells at his boss that he wants a raise, which, honestly, fair. Once he's finished cleaning, he goes looking for Boss Man, finding his severed head made up to look like a jack-o'-lantern. That's when Art pops up and kills him too, cutting his face to bits. Speaking of using the bathroom, Tara and Dawn make their way back to the car, only to find that it has a flat tire. And without a spare, Tara is forced to call her sister, Victoria, to come pick them up. While they wait, Tara's bladder betrays her, making her need to go pee, and that's what the using the bathroom segue was for. She spots a man coming out of a nearby building for a smoke and asks if she can use their facilities. He lets her in since, like, who gives a shit? But she better make it quick, as he's just an exterminator and can get into a lot of trouble if anyone found out he let some rando in. Mike, the exterminator, gives Tara her privacy, trusting her to find the way out. At the same time, Dawn is taking selfies in the car, listening to the radio, when she overhears a breaking news report about the 2 guys that were murdered at the pizza place.
You're never gonna believe what I just heard on the radio.
Finishing up in the bathroom, Tara almost makes it out of the building, but finds Art blocking the door. He chases her into a mechanic's garage, sneakily getting the jump on her and cutting her heel open with a scalpel. Like, he goes real hard on that heel. Tara is able to fend the mime out of hell off, running and hiding once more. This time, she's able to lure Art away, finding her way upstairs where Mike is busy fumigating. She screams for his help, however he's got his headphones in, so she gets nabbed and drugged by Art. Awaking tied to a chair with duct tape over her mouth, it looks like Art is preparing some sort of show. He drops the curtain and reveals a naked and upside down Dawn with her hands tied behind her back. An escapologist show it is then. Hey, what are you doing with that? Wait, no. Yeah, I'm not describing that. And I thought Let Jesus Fuck You was bad.
Let Jesus fuck you! Please fuck you!
Anyway, Tara wiggles her way out of her restraints, smacks Art in the face, and is again able to run away and hide. However, she doesn't stay hidden for long, deciding to fight back this time. She grabs a 2x4 and gets in a few good smacks, cracks, and whacks on the clown mime hybrid, but for some reason, waits for him to get back up before continuing her beatdown. I guess she's just honorable like that? Which is a shame, because Art is completely honorless, as he pulls out a gun and shoots her in the leg. He also shoots her in the stomach and face before running out of ammo because he only loaded 3 bullets? Like, what the hell? Whatever. He goes to his goodie bag, grabs another clip, hopefully with more than 3 rounds this time, goes back to Tara and finishes her off. Art then spots an onlooker, a woman dubbed the Cat Lady, who is just some crazy homeless lady who stays in this building taking care of stray cats. She takes off and runs into Mike, trying to explain the situation, but only coming off like a crazy homeless cat lady. This freaks Mike out enough to the point where he calls, no, not the police, a coworker.
You fucked up.
Doesn't matter though, because Art just knocks him out with a hammer. But the call did go through, so Exterminator number 2, or Will, does arrive at the place, only to be immediately decapitated by Art. Speaking of people showing up, at the same time all of that went down, Victoria finally made it to the scene, only to immediately be tricked by Art using Dawn's phone, who told her to come around back. Making her way around the building, she eventually stumbles upon Dawn's bisected corpse, and as she tries to flee, also stumbles upon the badly injured cat lady. Okay. Oh god. So, Art scalped and de-breasted the cat lady and is now parading around in her skin. Jesus Christ. This comes after she tried to console Art, wondering if he's ever felt a mother's touch, which, like, do you even need to ask? Just look at him. Back to Victoria and Art, there's a bit of cat and mouse chasing, with Art getting the initial jump with some plastic wrap. Victoria gets the second jump though, breaking free and stabbing Art in the foot with a railroad spike, I think. She makes her way to another room, where it looks like Art has festively decorated her sister's dead body. And since all she does is sit there and cry about it, Artie catches up with her, whipping her with an even more fucked up version of a regular whip. Mike comes in to save the day though, knocking the clown unconscious. Together, they find a working phone and Mike calls the police. He then decides it would be best to get Victoria to a hospital immediately instead of just waiting for the cops. It does not go well. But this isn't a total waste, as it allows Victoria to get away again. She runs to another part of the building, barely squeezing into a chained-up garage that Art can't fit in. He honks at her in anger for a bit, disappearing as the police sirens begin to get closer. Victoria pokes her head out, hoping to see the cops, but only seeing truck. She's knocked unconscious by the vehicle, and of course, Art takes advantage of the situation and starts eating her fucking face. Art's dinner is interrupted by a pair of popo who corner this freak, giving him no way to escape. So, Art resorts to his last resort and cuts his life into pieces by blowing his own goddamn head off. Later, while the coroner examines the dead bodies that were produced by a clown like they were scarves out of a sleeve, the lights begin to flicker and Art is brought back to life via whatever this evil force is. As he strangles the man, we transition to a hospital 1 year later where Victoria is being released. The movie ends revealing that the nameless, faceless victim that Monica was interviewing turned out to be Victoria, who survived the whole thing only to go insane. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this recap. If you made it this far and you're not already subscribed, please do so. It really helps me out, and you can forget that I exist immediately afterwards. It's a win-win. And thank you guys again so much for getting me to a point where I can be at least half monetized. I am relatively close to getting 1,000 subs as well, so I'll probably unlock full monetization relatively soon, which is just so insane to think about, and I genuinely cannot thank you guys enough, really. And just to reiterate, don't give me anything unless you are financially stable. Seriously, please take care of yourselves first. But if you are crazy generous enough to want to give me any amount of money for doing this, if it's over $1, I strongly suggest just going to the Patreon, subscribing, getting something out of it. Get your uncensored content and whatever future stuff that I'll add to it. But yeah, Terrifier, it's great. I really like this movie. I find it very entertaining. It just, and the over-the-top nature it goes for is, the entertainment value there to someone like me who really loves over-the-top gore effects and stuff like that, it's a treat to watch. Which I say that and I realize there's probably a lot of people who think about it and are like, what the fuck? This dude's messed up. Which, you know, fair. But it's fiction. I know it's fiction. I know that what they're using is probably like ketchup and red paint and ground beef and stuff. Like, I know that. That's in my mind the entire time. And I feel like I more just appreciate the thought and effort that goes into creating these realistic looking gore effects that give you these visceral reactions. It's just more of a respect that I feel for it. As for all the other aspects, not great. I think this movie can be categorized as a bad movie. I would call it a bad movie, but a very enjoyable one. And at the end of the day, you know, even though I can recognize a movie is bad, if it's at the very least entertaining, I'm gonna call it great. I'm gonna say it's fun. I'm gonna talk positively about it. And this is just one of those movies. I guess the one exception to the bad acting rule would be David Howard Thornton. Again, I love his performance in both of these movies. He just does such an amazing job bringing this character to life and making him lovable and hateable at the exact same time. It's really great. But I think that's about all I have to say about Terrifier at the moment. Terrifier 2 is going to be out real soon. But if you want more of me in the meantime, I got other videos on this channel. I got another channel where I do gaming live streams that you can come hang out at. Otherwise, that's all I got for you for this one. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys again real soon.